Hey guys, it's Sarah from ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we have a review and install of the Barricade front skid plate in textured black, fitting your 2010 through 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK. This skid plate features heavy-duty stainless steel construction with a textured black powder coat finish, providing protection to the underside of your Jeep. So it is worth noting that the skid plate is specifically designed for this Barricade Trail Force HD front bumper. It will not work with the factory bumper without extensive modifications, but if you already have this bumper or if you're in the market for a bumper, this skid plate is a nice add-on to give you a little extra protection. Coming in at around $150, this is a budget-friendly way to add protection to the underside of your Jeep, especially if you take your Jeep off-road frequently. I'm giving this install a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It can be done in approximately 1 hour and features direct bolt-up installation. All right, with that said, let's jump right into our install. For this install, we used an impact gun, 3/8 ratchet, 16mm wrench, a deep and also shallow 18mm socket, deep 17mm socket, and a swivel. All right, so the first step in our uninstall is to remove the bumper by removing all of the 18mm bolts on either side of the crash bar, and also you need to unplug your fog lights to get this off. Remove the connectors from each fog light, and then with your 18mm socket, remove the nuts on the back of your crash bar. Repeat that process on the other side. With all of the bolts removed and our fog lights unplugged, grab the bumper and remove it from your Jeep. Now we can grab our skid plate and the supplied hardware and get it bolted up at the back brackets behind the crash bar on the Jeep. Line up the bracket on your skid plate with the back of the crash bar on your Jeep, and using the smaller provided hardware, get it bolted up. Now we're gonna leave these hand tight for now because we do have to get it lined up in 3 other mounting positions. Repeat that on the other side. Again, leaving it hand tight until we have all of our bolts in. So using the provided hardware, we're gonna slide one of the larger bolts into the front crash bar here, just to keep it lined up while we tighten down the bolts at the back of the skid plate. Using a 16mm wrench and a 17mm deep socket, tighten down the bolts at the back of your crash bar. Repeat that with the other bolt. At this point, you can remove the bolt that you put in here just to make sure it was lined up. At this point, we can grab our bumper and get it lined back up on our Jeep. Replace the hardware over your studs. And tighten them down with an 18mm socket. Don't forget to plug back in your fog lights. Repeat that process on the other side. All right, so once you've tightened down all the hardware holding on your bumper, that's gonna do it for the review and install of the skid plate. Remember, for all things Jeep, keep it at ExtremeTerrain.com.